Hey everyone, it's John and Joe from iFinance Mortgage headquarters and our studio. Super excited to be with you guys today. And Joe, we heard something really good the other day, and it had to do with learning and learning how to learn. I just thought that seemed kind of redundant, but there's so much powerful meaning to it.
Of course, 100%, John. One of my favorite quotes is by a guy named Alvin Toffler. He said that the illiterate person of the 21st century was not going to be somebody who couldn't read or write, but somebody who can't learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? So it's powerful because we know that the market's changing daily. Lives change daily. So we have to understand that we have to learn and be humble to say, I have to have the desire to learn, unlearn, and relearn something different to build our skills so we can cope with today's market changes.
Yeah, that's so good. And, one of our friends at UWM made an analogy. He said every day he asks his son after coming back from school, hey, what'd you learn today? It's usually like, same old thing, or not much, or stuff, right? And when he drew his kid out a little bit, it turned out to be that his son said, it's just stuff that I'll never use again, right? And then he commented on the fact that you never know when you learn something or you take a test on something, you say, this is useless, but it comes back and you actually do need it at some certain part of your life. And right now, during these challenging financial times, we should absorb everything, try to learn everything we possibly can, because you never know when we're going to need it. Today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, but we might need it.
Right, exactly. Especially today, if we apply, what we're talking about learning to the mortgage space and the real estate space, right? The market's changed, obviously, from the past 12 months, 16 months. It's not what it used to. So a lot of loan officers out there that are going through a hard time, or you're struggling, or you're frustrated, or real estate agents at that time, you have to understand that the market's changed, right? So you have to unlearn what your process was before and relearn the new one. Understand the market change, right? And sometimes we have to take a bite of the humble pie, John, to be able to be humble and say, okay, the industry's changed. Learn. Take time to understand and learn it, because it's like they say, right? In life, you either change with the change and win, or you resist change and lose. And I think that's why there's so much frustration right now in the marketplace, and there's so many loan officers leaving the business because they don't want to relearn, change their approach, change their strategy, right, and become successful in this market. Because even in this market, John, there's still a lot of successful loan officers out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's people closing loans. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of applications that are coming in. But if we're not getting those, we may think, oh, maybe now's a good time to leave the business. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. Now is the time to get into this business. And Joe, we can see that with your company, our company. There's loan officers joining us constantly. They're coming from other sources, other places that their well is dried up. And they could have done a better job, perhaps. But now they're coming to us. We have leads. We have things to follow on. There's things they can learn, we can learn. It's an exciting time to be in this business.
Right. What's mind-blowing, John, that the new loan officers are coming into this industry new, that they didn't experience the market in 2020, 2021. They're doing better than most loan officers that have been in the business for 5, 10 years. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they don't know any better. Right. They're hungry. They want to learn. They want to become better. So they're following the process. They're trusting the process. They're following the process. But the loan officers that got a taste of the market when it was really easy, again, they got complacent, right? They're the ones that are going to suffer right now. So the idea is to always have a humble mindset and always take the approach as if this is your first loan, it's your first deal, so you can maintain that hunger and always stay humble, because once you become successful as a loan officer or as a real estate agent or anything you do in life, and you allow that to get to your head, you think like you know it all, right? So we always want to, have that mindset of being humble and learning and being a student of life always.
So good. Great reminders. And hey, this was some good information, not only for us to discuss, but hopefully you benefited from it too. We got a lot more good stuff and information coming your way. John and Joe from IFM coming your way from our studio. Make it a great week.
See you at the top.